Good afternoon, friends. I would like to thank the government of Russia and the organizers for organizing this wonderful event, definitely which is going to go down in the history as a landmark event. Well, regarding India, I must begin with the idea that most of the people tend to argue that India's association with multipolarity begins after its independence from the British colonial empire in 1947. But that's not the case. I must emphasize and reiterate that India is a great civilizational power, and India's association with multipolarity, its belief in multipolarity, goes long back into its civilizational heritage and wisdom. Back in the Maharana times, there is a mention of 16 Mahajanpadas, which were 16 territorial states spreading from Afghanistan to the easternmost part of India, bordering today's Myanmar. Those were 16 territorial states, and that was the first multipolar order in the Indian civilizational thought on strategy and geopolitics. They were powerful empires and territorial kingdoms in that setup, but they were not hegemons. Lord Ram, when he attacked Lanka and defeated the demon king Ravana, he did not conquer the territory. Territory was returned to his brother Vibhishana. Lord Krishna, when he defeated the demon king Jarasandha of Magadha, for his brutality and oppressive tactics. But after that, the kingdom was returned to his son. So definitely multipolarity runs in India's civilizational heritage. And when we say multipolarity, we reject the imperialism, the colonialism, universalism, totalitarianism, religious extremism, and the predatory state behavior in the name of guarding human rights, democracy, and imposing universal norms across the globe and across the cultural spectrum. Today, we are very lucky in India to have a government under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, which is very keen, which is very serious in reviving India's ancient civilizational heritage and glory. And as a corollary to that, they are also very keen on reviving India's ancient thought on geopolitics, India's ancient civilizational heritage in geopolitics, of which Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, of which multipolarity is the key element. And India's doctrine of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which essentially means world is one family, aligns and resonates very well with the idea of multipolarity. Today, I must say that the multipolar world order has already begun. This is a phase of transition, and in the coming few years, we are going to see a lot. And there is a lot that can be done by civilizational states like India. And definitely there is a huge potential to explore between Russia and India in order to bring this multipolar world order. Russia today enjoys tremendous goodwill in India across the political and ideological spectrum. And I must emphasize the fact that now there is a strong need to revitalize and strengthen the Russia-India ties. Prime Minister Modi has a deep regard, respect, and keen interest in strengthening and revitalizing India-Russia ties. Russia must reach out to the new people, to smaller cities, tier 2 towns in India, to new kinds of scholars, religious scholars, because they are the people who are the repositories of India's ancient thought, and they firmly believe in the idea of a multipolar world. Simply confining yourself to the diplomats or the government people will not be a great idea in bringing a multipolar world order. So this is my last plea, that definitely we need to do a lot, and there's a huge potential. Likewise, I must say that currently we also suffer from frictions, internal frictions among the powers who want to bring the multipolar world order. So I think this is the time when we should also try to find the modus vivendi between the powers, between the entities who want to bring a multipolar world order. Aggressive revisionism, cartographic revisionism, and predatory state behavior will not help. So certainly we need to iron out those internal differences and work in a unified manner towards the multipolar world order. Thank you.